In this video, I am at the Valley of the Kings in Luxor, and I am going to visit the tomb of Seti first.
Seti first, the father of Ramses.
And also inside this tomb, it was unfinished.
Unfinished.
So that you will see all the steps to build to the
Look how
tombs
deep is
inside.
it? You go stairs all the way down.
The tomb is 137 meters long and has 7 corridors and 10 chambers. It's considered one of the best tombs in the Valley of the Kings. The tomb's walls are covered with images from ancient texts, including the Book of the Dead, Book of Gates, and Book of the Heavenly Cow. The burial chamber is large and has a high vaulted ceiling with well-preserved paintings. One of the great achievements of Egyptian art, this cathedral-like tomb is the finest in the Valley of the Kings. Long closed to visitors, it's now reopened, and if you can afford the ticket, it's money well spent. The 137-meter-long tomb was completely decorated and beautifully preserved when Giovanni Belzoni opened it in 1817, and although it has suffered since, it still offers an eye-popping experience. Art from Seti's reign is among the finest in Egypt. Seti I, who succeeded Ramses I and was father of Ramses II, ruled some 70 years after the death of Tutankhamun. After the chaos of Akhenaten years at Al Amarna, Seti's reign was a golden age that saw a revival of Old Kingdom style art, best seen at his temple in Abydos and here in his tomb. The tomb suffered after Belzoni made copies of the decoration by laying wet papers over the raised reliefs and lifting off some of the color. Subsequent visitors did more damage, with Champollion, the man who deciphered hieroglyphs, even cutting out some of the wall decoration. The tomb was reopened in 2016, and its walls are filled with fabulous images from many ancient texts, including the Litany of Ra, Book of the Dead, Book of Gates, Book of the Heavenly Cow, and many others. The sarcophagus, one of the finest carved in Egypt and taken by Belzoni, now sits in the Sir John Soanes Museum in London, while two of its painted reliefs showing Seti with Hathor are now in the Louvre in Paris and Florence's Archaeological Museum. What was found in the Seti first tomb? The tomb was uncovered by Italian explorer and early Egyptologist Giovanni Battista Belzoni on 16 of October 1817. Upon entering the tomb, Belzoni found the wall paintings in excellent condition, with the paint on the wall still looking fresh and some of the artist's paints and brushes still on the floor. How old is Seti I's tomb? The tomb of Seti I is one of the most amazing archaeological sites in Egypt's Valley of the Kings. It was carved deep into the rocky valley during the reign of Pharaoh Seti I in the 19th dynasty. What are 3 interesting facts about Seti I? Seti I was born in the city of Avaris and was the son of Pharaoh Ramses I and Queen Styre, and is widely known to be the father of Ramses II. His consort and queen wife was Tuya, and he has other children like Tia and Henutmire. Can you visit the Seti first tomb? The entry fee is high, it's more than €50, and it's only 120 people per day allowed. Since the ticket is expensive, few people opt to visit it, so there are no crowds as in the other tombs. I think these are the queens. The queens facing the cobra. Architecturally, the tomb of Seti I falls under the juggled axis type characteristic of his period. The first series of corridors and descending passageways terminate into the first pillared room, where, in the facing wall but off axis, another series of descending passageways cut into the floor of the room lead to the burial chamber. The tomb does feature a number of new and unique characteristics along the same axis of the first series of corridors and descending passageways. A doorway leads into a single room. This may have been intended to lead intruders to believe that this was the actual burial chamber. The tomb of Seti I is also the first tomb to possess a burial chamber with a vaulted ceiling. Perhaps most interesting of all is that the passage begins on the floor of the burial chamber, descending even further, deep into the earth. It's believed that this was intended to ritually connect the tomb of Seti I with the primeval and regenerative powers of the underworld. The tomb of Seti I is covered in detailed murals and reliefs that depict a variety of subjects, including the astronomical motifs, as the ceiling of the burial chamber features golden stars on a blue background, and it's so beautiful. And we can see religious scenes. The tomb includes depictions of a litany of Ra, the Book of the Dead, the Imidwat, and the Book of the Heavenly Cow. Also, we notice scenes of Seti. First, the tomb depicts Seti first with various deities and also shows him standing alone in the pillars of the room. And here are my final words about the tomb of Seti I. Uniqueness. It is stunning and unique and a must-see tomb. The size of the tomb is one of the largest and deepest tombs in the Valley of the Kings. So he let me in. This is closed usually, but he opened the gate for me. I'm sure he wants tips. This is private, nobody see it. There are few small chambers closed for the public, and I was lucky enough to have the tomb guardian open them just for me for limited time only. Oh, yalla. Yeah. As for the decorations, the tomb is one of the most decorated tombs in the valley and is decorated with funerary texts. As for the discovery, the tomb was discovered by Italian archaeologist and explorer Giovanni Battista Belzoni on October 16, 1817. This is the most expensive one, actually, to enter. The most expensive entrance fee. The tomb is also known as Belzoni's tomb, the tomb of Apis, and the tomb of Psamis, son of Nicoias. As for Seti's mummy, it was discovered in 1881 and is kept at the Egyptian Museum in Cairo. Another VIP room. Open the door for me. So usually this is closed for the public, but he opened it because people can touch the ceiling and ruin it. Look at the nice ceiling. Look at the nice. Look at this. Look at that. And some have already in the past did ruin it. Selim and Dawel. People have no respect. Still not and he opened another room. Oh, that's a very small, tiny room. We can hear the echo. Same ceiling, very nice ceiling. Black, gold on black. The entry fee. The entry fee to the tomb is more than €50. It depends on the time of reservation, and only 120 people per day are allowed. As for photography and videography, in general, photography and videography are not allowed, but it depends on the tomb guardian. He might let you. Visitors will be alone with an Egyptian guardian inside Seti I's tomb. I hope you enjoyed my video. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, activate the bell button, And if you see icons on your screen, click on them. Thank you for watching.